Did I ever tell you about the time an automatic update nearly wrecked my entire DJ career? Oh yeah, it was a nightmare. Let me break it down for you so you can dodge this expensive bullet. Cheat code. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Cheat Code. Today, I'm here to save you from a headache that I went through. We're talking about why DJs should never let their operating systems auto-update or manually update without checking OS compatibility and hardware driver compatibility first, especially if your gear is not up to date. So picture this. Your MacBook Pro or your computer decides to auto-update overnight. You wake up to a fresh new operating system thinking, cool, more new features, right? Got something else I can do. But here's the catch. Your DJ software. Serato is bugging. It's not just Serato. Your controller won't be recognized anymore. Yeah, that's not so marvelous. This happened to me. And let me tell you, I was wildin'. My controller was basically a paperweight. I had a major gig about a week away and I was scrambling to fix everything. The stress was unreal. And I ended up spending thousands on a new controller. Then the controller was too new for my old laptop. And there was no driver for that laptop. So then I had to spend more money to purchase a new laptop. Worst of all, I spent almost $4,000 in the same week on new gear due to a computer setting that I could have fixed. So why is this such a big deal? Let me break it down. New updates can introduce changes that Serato hasn't adapted to yet. Older gear like old MacBooks and old controllers might not play nice with new drivers. Troubleshooting these issues can take hours or even days, which can be catastrophic if you have gigs lined up. Possible missed gigs and lost opportunities, and the trust in your gear may prevent you from taking that big event. The financial impact is huge. So let me tell you how to disable this thing. For my Windows users, press the Windows key plus I to open the Settings app. Click on Update and Security in the Settings menu. Click on Advanced Options under Windows Update. Toggle the switch to pause updates for up to 35 days. Press the Windows key plus R, type services.msc and press enter. Find Windows Update in the list, double click it, and set the startup type to disable. For my Mac users, click on the Apple logo in the upper left-hand corner and select System Preferences. Click on Software Update. Uncheck the box next to Automatically Keep My Mac Up to Date. Click on the Advance button and uncheck all boxes to disable automatic updates. So what's the smart move? Before you let your computer auto-update, always check Serato's official website for compatibility notices. Depending on your controller, make sure your hardware drivers are up to date too. Trust me, a little caution can save you from a world of hurt. Let's take a look at the Serato site specs for software and hardware items. The first thing you want to do is go to the Serato site and then click on Products, go down to Serato DJ Pro and select Serato DJ Pro. Next you go down to Downloads, select that, and this will bring up the Serato DJ Pro download section of the website. Now here is where the specs start. So if we take a quick look at just what's here, you see Serato DJ Pro using Mac OS 15 Sequoia. Please read our support article. So if you've already upgraded to Sequoia, then you probably need to read the support article. I think now it's compatible, but I'd say maybe a couple weeks ago it was not when I recorded this video. So right now, what is compatible, sure thing, would be Serato DJ Pro 3.2.4, right? It gives you the size and the platform. Okay, so let's take a look at the system requirements. If we scroll down a little bit, for my Mac users, on the right-hand panel, you'll see system requirements, right? It shows some recent updates for the Serato DJ Pro 3.2.4. It does support Alpha Theta XDJ AZ. Gives you a little bit more information on that. Alpha Theta DDJ Flex 2, the DDJ Groove 6. So it gives you some updates on what 3.2.4 will support as far as hardware is concerned. But if we look on the right hand side, let's look at system compatibility. So DJing now is really two parts. You got to be a computer nerd and a tech nerd, right? Your hardware is your controller or your CDJs, and your software is what's inside of your computer or your operating system. So let's take a look at this. Recommended specifications. So for a typical DJ setup using default Serato settings, year 2017 or later. So your MacBook has to be 2017 or later in order to use this current version of Serato DJ Pro. It gives you the processor that is recommended, it gives you the memory that you need, your storage, and the operating systems that it supports. Okay? If you have any of these, then you may not want to use, or if you don't, or not using these, and you have an older version, you may be wanting to look to use a different version or not even touch these at all, right? So right now it looks like this is the most up-to-date. It was not a couple weeks ago as stated. So high performance specifications. So if you have a demand for low latency scratching, so if you do a lot of scratching, live streaming, mixing with 3 or more decks, or using Serato video, you got to bump up your specs here. So as you can see, the year now is 2018 or later. It gives you a better processor, more memory, higher storage, video memory. So this is talking about your video card and your operating system, right? So depending on the system that you're using or what you're using it for, if you're simply just mixing music, you may be able to get away with using the lower specs. If not, you want to go with the higher. Let's check out the Windows specs. So for Windows right now, you need a 6th generation Intel Core i5 AMD Ryzen 5 3000 series or higher, right? 8 gigabytes or higher memory, 15 gigs for your storage, solid state drive. If you saw my last video, you'll probably laugh when I say 6. If you didn't, go back and check it out. We have a special guest that pops up in that video. Operating systems for your Windows has to be Windows 11 or 10. Again, high performer, you still get the same Windows operating system. Looks like the storage may be a bit higher. And the RAM is definitely higher. So there you go with your specs. Now, the biggest part of this for me is hardware, right? How do I know what hardware is supported? So I'm going to click on the support article, right? So I'm going to see what's supported, what's not supported, and the details that goes into this. So this can kind of give you a rundown of the hardware that Serato will support along with the newest updated version of your operating system. And I'm simply just looking for what I got. So I have a DDJ SX2 and it's there, so I'm clear. I can update. I have not updated yet, so I'm actually doing the work as I look. I also have a DJM S5. That's my scratch mixer. So that's Pioneer DJM. So let's look, and yep, it's there. So both of my hardwares are compatible with the new upgrade operating system on Mac. I'm still gonna wait a couple days. I'm not gigging anymore, but I'm gonna let them figure it out, right? So now I can update to Mac 15 Sequoia. It is supported, my hardware is supported, my software is ready for it, so I'm good to go. But you want to make sure that you are checking your compatibility before you hit that update button. And this is where you'll live before you do that. If you have your settings still set on automatic update, it's going to update without you being able to check this. And it's going to run regardless. And your system may not be working. So if one day you wake up and your system, you don't have the drivers for your controller, or your Serato's messing up for some reason, you may have updated or you may have your settings to automatic update, and it updated, now you're broke. And I hope that doesn't happen to you before a gig, because it's a nightmare. I had a week to figure it out. I had to kick out the money. It was nothing else to it. You got gigs, you got contracts, you better find a way to get it done. Borrow somebody's stuff, I don't know. But live on this site, check your specs before you do any upgrades, updates for your operating system or software. Remember folks, auto updates might seem harmless, but they can mess you up real fast. Protect your gear, your gigs, and your peace of mind. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications on DJ Cheat Codes. Stay tuned and keep spinning. Stay marvelous. Cheat code.